Let me respond to this real quick. I don't know this guy's name, but whatever. He says that I'm contradicting myself saying Shakur Stevenson is the best at 135, but he's not proven. What I said was, I agree with Clarissa Shields. Shakur Stevenson is the best at 135, but he's not proven. He's only had one fight at 135. And when you look at Gervonta Davis, what is the best fight he had at 135? A prospect in Ryan Garcia. Devin Haney has fought 3 former world champions at 135. He has the best resume at 135 out of all 3 of them. So even though I think Shakur Stevenson is the best at 135, who has he fought to prove he's the best at 135? Nobody. So my opinion is he's the best at 135, but he hasn't had the fights to prove it yet. I have a right to my opinion, just like you have a right to dumb comments. Tank said he's had 3 fights left and he's going to retire. Yeah, Tank's going to retire after 3 fights to become a lawyer. I don't believe that. You know how many times I heard a fighter say they're going to retire after 3 fights? You can believe it if you want to. I don't think Tank's going to retire after 3 fights. I got to see it to believe it. I can't believe some people. Tank told us he's going to retire after 3 fights. But anyway, thanks for watching the video. Thanks for the comment. And have a wonderful day.
About your fight, we got 2 weeks to go before you take on Terence Crawford. It's the fight you've been waiting for an awful long time, the fight of a lifetime. How are you doing with your training and with the camp, having moved here to Las Vegas?
Training been going great. I'm ready to fight, ready to put on a great show, a one-sided ass beating. So this is making me 100% focused, and I'm ready to show everybody why I am the biggest, the big fish. You know, stretch season, man down, everybody know that. The grave digger too.
It's funny, I see all these comments on a YTBC on different channels talking about the all access with Errol Spence and Terence Crawford. I just don't see how you can get an indication who's training hard, who has the best game plan, who's more serious about fighting on a show like All Access, because to me, it's one step below of the Kardashians. All they do is cut and edit what they want you to see. And it seems like there's more bias to Errol Spence since he's been a Showtime fighter longer. He's a PBC fighter for life. I mean, crazy comments like Terence Crawford's not taking this fight seriously. Errol Spence and Derek James run a tighter ship. I mean, how can you tell that from a 40-minute to an hour program that's been edited? I don't get it. We're going to see who's taking it more seriously July 29th. And I hope Terence Crawford sticks to the game plan. I hope he's not falling into the trap that Derek James and Errol Spence are setting for him. If Terence Crawford stands in front of Errol Spence to prove how tough he is, he's going to lose this fight. Don't get me wrong. There are times in the fight that you got to stand on your square, stand your ground. But if he stands in front of Spence, because what I'm hearing from Derek James and Errol Spence, this is what they want him to do. They do not want Terence Crawford moving around. They want a war. And a war is how they're going to break Terence Crawford down in their mind. You hear Spence and his team talk about size all the time. I'm bigger. I'm stronger. I have more durability. They say nothing about being a more skillful fighter, the more athletic fighter, which those are the attributes Terence Crawford has. And you know, another thing, they bring up Terence Crawford gets hit a lot, but another thing they don't bring up is Terence Crawford can throw some body shots too. Usually in fights like this, it's the things we don't think about happen. Spence believes once he breaks Crawford, break him down like he does everybody else, he will not be the same fighter. I cannot wait for July 29th. Anyway, leave your thoughts and comments below. JBZ, I'm gone.